Nursing. Everybody wants to study nursing. Hey, study nursing in UK. Yeah, handle this one. Nursing. Even the nursing. That's why people shouted the nursing. This I wanted to go and you choke it and enter. Even the nurse, you think it's only Nigeria that is underpaid and they underpay their staff? Oh my dear. Well, after Nigeria, UK is the next. But one thing Nigerians don't understand is when you hear how much they actually pay, then you convert to Naira and you've forgotten that you pay bills, accommodation, this one, that one. They'll say, I don't mind. My dear, the way they are underpaying us in Nigeria is actually the way they are underpaying them in the UK. You don't understand. So all of you that is shouting us, this is not actually to demotivate or discourage you from studying medicine, though from studying nursing. Nursing is not all about the money. It's about the interest, the motivation, the selflessness in you actually treating a sick patient, bringing health to the person. Everything is not about money. But this is just me telling you, there's actually this means that nurses are well paid in the UK. But guys, if you hear how much nurses in the UK are paid, you will think twice. But when you convert it to Naira or to your home country, it's actually a whole lot of money. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your home girl, Ashedemis, and of course, you're watching Jackpot with Ashedemis. So as I do say, this channel is not only about visa processing and whatnot. It's also about some questions you might actually want to just frequently ask questions. How much do nurses earn? How much do you actually think UK nurses earn? Because everybody just think when you just study nursing, when you just enter UK, bang, you start making money, you start buying cars, doing this one. But contrary to this, nurses do not earn much. As we think, they do not earn as much as we imagine. Forget internet data. Nurses do not earn as much as we think, but they actually earn more based on experience, based on qualifications, based on but entry-level nurses. Okay, if I actually want to study nursing in the UK, you have two divisions, or you have two parts, or you have to distinction. I'm just trying to use layman language. Is that you work with the NHS, or you actually work with the private home? You understand what I'm saying? So just like in Nigeria, you have options to work with government hospital or private hospital. So their own government hospital there is NHS, not like hospital, just like a body governing, like the government body shop, but it's for government. Whereas the private home is just like private hospital. In Nigeria, the government actually pays more for nurses, while the private pays less. But abroad, in UK, it's actually contrary. The government, the NHS, actually pays less, whereas the private home actually pays more. Can you imagine? But then people still actually opt for this government NHS. Why? Because when you actually add to your CV, you worked in the NHS and everything. Most times, people that actually work with NHS actually because of the experience, just to boost their CV. That's why people just work with NHS for like a year or two, and after that they go back to private home because NHS do not pay well. How much your NHS pay? So for entry nurse like band 4 or band 5 nurse, like entry nurse like with 2 years experience, NHS pays. Are you ready to review the So according to their there's this grading system in UK. I really cannot remember now, but I'll actually put it when I'm actually editing. They have this grading system where you can check on Google to actually see how much they have paid. Well, it is actually not hidden, and you can actually check UK occupation list. You actually see it there as well. So NHS nurses for NHS actually paid a minimum of, so they actually pay £25,000, but it's £25,000, 25,000 something. But let's just say £25,000. That's without tax deduction. But after tax deduction, you get something like £19,000. But when you convert it to Naira, £19,000 times pounds is like 500. I pay 560. It's almost like 11 million naira. They'll be like, oh wow, it's a whole lot of money. I'm going to UK. I'm studying nursing. I'm going to UK. Oh, that go man. Anyways, I'm making a separate video on cost of living in the UK and everything, because these were these things and more that I actually checked before I actually concluded that abroad is not for people like us, especially people like us that actually have high taste. So that's how much UK NHS actually pay their nurses. So for private home, you can earn as much as £25,000 even after tax deduction. But something about private home is depending on how much you work, depending on how long you work. So they have like a minimum duration. You can work 3 times a week, 4 times a week. So depending on how much more you actually take up job, just like the more you work, the more your money. But for NHS, there's nothing like that somehow. But depending on some departments, depending on some this thing, sometimes they allow overtime. Just depending on your location, depending on wherever you are. But for private home, they allow overtime. They allow you to do double shift, triple shift, as long as you can do it. And in case maybe one of your colleagues do not come, you can actually cover up for the person. Of course, they will pay you for it. So on private home, actually pay more than NHS. So now let's talk about things like that. For even that private home, you actually have to work for it. So nursing in the UK is something like, if you don't work, you know earn, that kind of thing. And it's not as if like if you don't work, you know earn. If you don't work hard, you know those type of jobs that if you don't work hard. But somebody like me, I actually prefer those work that you just do small work and start earning. So fam, this will bring us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Make sure to watch my other videos as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.